The Phosphorus Cycle. Let's get started. The phosphorus cycle is a biochemical cycle describing the movement of phosphorus through the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and the biosphere. Phosphorus, the second most essential mineral in our body, is essential for repairing tissue, cells, and filtering disposal. It is also important for the production of amino acids and proteins in the body, as well as the production of RNA and DNA. It is one of the slowest biochemical cycles. In our environment, phosphorus is not biologically available to us, but we need it for our bodies to function, and we get it from what we consume. Plants, the autotrophs, absorb phosphorus from the soil and water and assimilate it into their cells. Animals, the heterotrophs, let's say a cow, then consumes the plants and phosphate and derives the nutrients and minerals from the autotroph. That nourish it and helps their body function, forming nucleic acids and strengthening bones and teeth with calcium phosphate, a compound of phosphorus. At this point in the cycle, the cow must do what it has to do. Once the waste and detritus is decomposed by the fungi and detritus feeders, the phosphorus goes back into the soil. When it rains, phosphorus will wash away to run off into the water system and the ocean that is cycled through the aquatic system and trophic levels by plants, algae, fish, and microorganisms like plankton. Phosphorus deposits and detritus can collect over time and solidify into large sedimentary rock under the ocean that is exposed to the elements, or geologically uplifted by the dual pressure of two continental plates against one another, or earthquakes. This process can continue for a while, or the water is immediately absorbed by the plants for a cellular process, and the cycle continues. The effects the phosphorus has on our environments is that it is essential for the sufficient conditions for life. Soils or watersheds with low concentration of phosphorus reduces the production of plant and microbial life and growth. On the other hand, environments with an excessive amount of phosphorus nurtures algae growth. When the algae dies by competition and lack of resources, the water becomes deoxidized, which can make it unsustainable and toxic, poisoning and killing any animals or plants that come into contact with it. This release of phosphorus and other plant nutrients, when excessive, can be detrimental to aquatic and other ecosystems because nature's process cannot filter such an overwhelming amount of minerals and materials. The phenomenon called anthropogenic eutrophication is expedited by human interference. Humans have caused major changes to the global phosphorus cycles, though the overuse of agricultural fertilizers and population growth, which also includes human, animal, and food waste. The shipment of phosphorus minerals, use of fertilizers, and shipment of food from farms causes water pollution from runoff of all of these factors. The phosphorus cycle, which may be one of the slowest acting and the only one that does not relate to the cycling through the atmosphere, is also very important for our ecosystem and life. That's phosphorus. Thanks for watching.